cannolo, gelato, tiramisu, and crostata.
If there is one thing that Rome is known for, it's the amazing silky gelato. Welcome back to our Guide to Rome series. I'm Tatiana from the Roman Food Tour, and in this episode, we're going to show you some of our favorite Italian desserts and where to find them in the city of Rome. Stay tuned to find out where I got this incredible pistachio and dark chocolate gelato. It's going to be a calorific day. Let's go!
Before watching any further, make sure to check out the links in the description box down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for lots more content on the food and culture of Rome.
Our first stop for today is located in the local neighborhood of Prati, and the name of the venue is La Pasticceria Siciliana. This is a Sicilian bakery, and we're going to be trying something called cannolo. This is it right here. Now, this is a typically Sicilian dessert, but nowadays you can find it all throughout the country, and you will definitely see it all over the city of Rome. The reason why I came to this particular venue, it's nicknamed Il Regno del Cannolo, which translates to the Kingdom of the Cannolo. There is no better place. The owners come from Palermo, the very city in Sicily where this dessert originated. A cannolo is essentially a deep-fried pastry tube that has been filled to the brim with luscious, silky, sweetened ricotta cheese, and then you have the option to add a few diverse toppings. So in this case, I went for pistachio flakes, as you can see, but you can also go for chocolate flakes or hazelnut flakes, almond flakes. The choices are pretty much endless. This is probably the most traditional version. I can't resist, I'm gonna dive in. Here we go. The reason why I started here is because cannoli are typically enjoyed for breakfast as well as a typical dessert. Now, hang on, I've got a little tip/secret for you. This is how you know whether or not a cannolo is authentic. Here in the banchina, you'll see that there are already pre-prepared cannoli. These are just for show. When you order a cannolo here at La Pasticceria Siciliana, they grab one of those empty shells that you see over there, and they fill it with ricotta in the moment. This ensures that the pastry stays nice and crisp and doesn't get soggy. That's the trick.
If you'd like to try cannolo for yourself, join us on one of our award-winning food and wine tours in the neighborhood of Prati. You'll find the links in the description box below.
For our second dessert of the day, I'm a little bit more central. I'm walking along Via Governo Vecchio, and you won't believe it, but I can see lots of people walking around with a little takeaway tiramisu, which means that we're almost at our destination. Follow me. Here we go, 2 sizes. One of the most famous venues when it comes to the Italian pick-me-up dessert, tiramisu. So the great thing about this place is that it's a takeaway venue. So you can pick up your tiramisu and then wander the streets of Rome and enjoy it in a wonderful location. And I know, perfect spot. So let me pick it up and then I'll take you somewhere special. How cute is this? And by the way, I think we're going to manage to buy all of our desserts today for under €10. That's the amazing thing about Rome. It doesn't cost much for a good tiramisu. Right, we are 2 steps away from Piazza Navona, and there's a special someone I want to show you. This way. So tiramisu is another dessert that you can find all throughout the country, but the one that they do at 2 sizes is particularly good. What do you need to make a good tiramisu? You need savoiardi or ladyfinger biscuits, you need espresso coffee, unsweetened, you need the cream, which is made from, not whipped cream, eggs, sugar, and mascarpone cheese. And then you just finish it off with a little sprinkling of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now, the real Italian recipe for tiramisu does not include any liqueur, because the magic of a tiramisu is the balance between the bitter and the sweet. So you've got the sweet biscuit, the bitter coffee, the sweet cream, and the bitter cocoa powder. Let me give it a taste, and then I'll show you where we are. So good. Pasquino, what do you think? Okay, as I enjoy this tiramisu, I'm heading over to our third dessert of the day. Every time I pass by this area, I had to stop and say hi to my friend Pasquino. He's one of my favorite things to see in Rome. He's an ancient sculpture that once used to adorn the ancient stadium that is now known as Piazza Navona. and he's been nicknamed Pasquino by the Romans. In fact, in the 16th century, a really cool tradition started here in Rome. In order to lament against authoritative figures and sort of mock them, Romans would affix anonymous notes to the bases of certain statues to make it look as if the statues themselves were speaking. And Pasquino is one of them. So he's known as one of the 6 legendary talking sculptures of Rome. How cool is that? After a brief 10-minute stroll, we have arrived at venue number 3, which is located within the Jewish quarter here in Rome. This is the oldest surviving bakery in this Jewish quarter. It's called Pasticceria Boccione. It opened in 1815, and they are famous for one thing and one thing only. Let's go. Every single time I come to this pasticceria, there's always this crazy queue and crowd on the outside. So today we are super lucky. It looks like there's not too long when it comes to the waiting time. And let's hope that they didn't run out, because I know that this crostata, this tart, sells like crazy. I'm about to make you all super jealous, because look at this. What a substantial piece of ricotta and cherry tart, what this bakery is super famous for. Now, you'll notice that the top looks slightly burnt. That's not a mistake. It's actually part of the charm of this dessert, because back in the 16th century, a papal decree actually forbid Roman Jews from cooking and selling any dairy products. So clever bakeries would start to burn ever so slightly the very top of this particular tart so that they could hide the beautiful, delicious, luscious interiors that are found on the inside. I gotta start eating it. I can't talk anymore. I'm too excited. Are you kidding? Okay, here we are for our 4th and final dessert stop for the day. It's finally time for the big reveal. I know you've been waiting all this time to find out where I got that amazing gelato that you saw at the beginning of the video. Well, here we are at Fonte della Salute, which translates to the Fountain of Health. This is an artisanal gelateria, which is always a good word to look out for, by the way, Artisanal. It means that they're doing it right. They're using fresh ingredients, nothing artificial. Consider that when it comes to gelato, there are so many gelaterias in Rome, and not all of them are fantastic. So I'll take you on the inside and show you what to look out for. Here we go. Allora, potrei avere un cono con pistacchio e... This is the difficulty, trying to decide what flavor. Super fondente. So I went for pistachio and dark chocolate, which is one of the most famous combinations, and they are famous for their pistachio flavored gelato. In fact, I'll show you some of the pistachios later on. Grazie. Here we go, look at this. Now, one thing to look out for when it comes to gelato are the way that it's served. So look at these sort of subterranean cylinders that you see here. This is one of the best ways to store and serve gelato. It keeps it at the right temperature so that you ensure that it's being made without any artificial additions. I'm gonna go straight in. Well, within 1 minute, that's all that's left of my gelato. I hope you had a good time watching our video on where to find the best Italian desserts here in the city of Rome. If you'd like to try this particular gelato or the cannolo that we tried at the beginning of the video together with us, then make sure to check out the links in the description box below. They are both part of our Prati and Trastevere Roman food tours. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Arrivederci!